Alright, making some coffee real quick. We just got this new Caterer's gas burner that we're trying out, and an old school percolator, which hasn't started percolating yet.
Tell them what's making the fire.
Oh, we're using butane.
It uses butane or propane.
Yeah, it's a dual fuel.
It's a 12,000 BTU. It's made for catering.
Yeah.
You can camp
You can
with
take
it
it
too.
camping or whatever you want.
But it's a lot of caterers use them.
It's safe to use indoors if you're careful, and you don't run it forever and ever. Just for shorter times, just to cook something. But just to see.
That puts off some heat. I'll tell you right now, in the wintertime, if your power goes off and you put that thing on, you'll have a heated house.
Of course, you guys saw we have the Mocha Master we've been using a lot, and then we have a neighbor that used to work at Starbucks. He gave us this rig that they were throwing out to get new ones, and that's a pour-over thing. So we got the parts for that we tried.
And for some of you people that never used it, this is old school stuff. What happens is when you get the water hot,
it's going to start bubbling.
There's a tube inside that starts coming through and getting the water into the grounds there in a basket, and this will start bubbling. When it starts bubbling real fast, you turn it down to about midway heat, and you let it go for like 5 minutes. And when after about 5 minutes, you got percolated coffee.
Yeah, they're kind of fun.
It's neat. So if you buy these things break about every 6 months. They crack because they get overheated.
They're glass.
So you got to replace them every so often.
They do wear out. But
you can get them at Walmart.
Is it starting to bubble?
Not yet. We might as well do the video until it does.
Yeah, I might wait till we see the first parts of the coffee coming through. At first it may just be water, and then it'll... Yeah, the tube inside, there's a base at the bottom, and a tube that goes all the way up to the top, and then the water eventually comes up through the tube when it gets hot enough. Then it drips down onto the basket full of
coffee
grounds. Yeah, and then we have a filter in it right now, but
hasn't started bubbling yet, but it will.
They work pretty good. Give it a minute.
Okay, bring the camera down because you're too high up, I think. Pretty soon you'll start seeing water coming. Now, a lot of people haven't seen this, so this is interesting to some people. I know you guys that know what this is think, why would they show this? Well, a lot of people have never seen coffee made this way. They've just seen it made at Starbucks or when a Mr. Coffee maker.
They're starting.
Okay, now what happens is, when it gets going pretty solid, then you want to turn it down.
Because you'll see the color change.
Yeah, you'll see color coming to the bubble. Like
it's just now starting to drip through the basket and get into the grounds, and then
it's not time to turn it down yet.
It's got to get through. Now, a lot of people think that this will burn your coffee because it just keeps recirculating and recirculating.
It won't.
But you run these about 10 minutes, and then you stop, and then you kind of just have to get used to it.
When you see this thing starting to bubble pretty fast, and they start turning brown, you know you got coffee coming in there, and then you turn the thing down. If you leave it on like this for 10 minutes, it'll really overburn your coffee. Yeah. So you turn it down to a lower temperature. You make sure you turn it down where the thing keeps percolating though, and you turn it down to a lower temperature, and after 5 minutes, you turn it off and your coffee's set to drink.
Now this does boil water faster than your electric stove a little bit.
Oh yeah, this thing's full up to here. It's probably got, I don't know, it's probably got like 4 to 5 cups of water in it easily. It's been running it was running like 4 minutes before it turned, 3 or 4 minutes before it turned the camera on. Now the water, I don't know if you can see it, but the water's starting to turn dark. Does that show on camera?
Yeah.
And we don't know what the camera picks up. We can see it, and we suspect the camera sees it, but we don't know.
It'll get going more violently here in a minute.
It'll go real fast.
Now they can boil over, so you do it at some point. Want to turn it down a little. Let's see, from the very top.
Be careful, there's a lot of heat up there. Oh, back your camera off. It is real hot up here. It could damage your camera possibly. Okay, I'm going to turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, just nudge it a little bit. Of course, when you're using these things indoors, especially, you got to be careful. If you turn it down way too low, the flame could go out and you won't know it.
Well, you could be pumping butane into the house.
So always check that there is a flame.
But see, as long as it's bubbling, I haven't turned it down too low. You want it to just kind of bubble like it is now, consistently bubble, and keep it for 5 minutes. Right now it's 4:15 in the afternoon on a Friday, so at 4:20 the pot goes off and the coffee's done. I might even pour a cup for you guys to see what it looks like. It's going to be some black coffee.
I'm not going to wait that long.
Okay.
Tired of holding the camera.
But it's just making coffee.
Yeah.
We like this because it's just
you can get these pots probably for around $10 to $12. Yeah,
$12 to $15 at Walmart. There's all kinds of them.
Yeah, in the camping area.
This one came off Amazon. It was our sister gave it to us for Christmas.
This is a little nicer than some of the camping ones.
It's not,
now some of them don't have the bulb on the top where you can see. They still work though.
Yeah, if you don't have the bulb, you just listen for the coffee to pop off the top of the lid.
Yeah.
Well, you can hear it. You can tell what you're doing. Well, see, it's bubbling fast enough. I know I can turn it down just a little bit more.
And this is a fairly large pot, and it's a little bit nicer than some of the camping ones. But this is actually meant to be used in the house on a stove. So.
But without the glass bubble, you just do it by listening. You listen, and you can hear the coffee popping, and so you know that and then you let it pop for a minute or so. Then you turn it down to about medium. Then you let it go for 5 minutes, just like we're doing here, except you just don't have the. We did them without the bubble. The bubble broke, and I showed a bunch of tinfoil in there.
Yeah, you could put something up there if you.
I could go get another bubble, but they have the glass piece, and it works.
I had to order the tops from Amazon, the little glass. I don't remember what they call them exactly, but they come with like a 2 or 3 pack, and they will last for a while. You got to be careful with. They are glass, so be careful with them. But they just twist in and lock, and not too big of a deal. Alright, well I'm going to go ahead and shut this off here. You guys get the point and everything. And so if you're really into making coffee and want to try different ways, that's a fun...
Yeah, our coffee will be ready in 2 minutes. And you know we're getting some coffee. I'm not going to have to prove it by letting them run the camera.
Yeah, it's kind of a fun way to make coffee once in a while.
Yeah, it's neat.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. And until next time, thanks for watching.